What's up guys, Ivan Carranza here, and today I want to share with you why I decided to switch amps last year. This is a topic that comes up somewhat frequently, and it came up again in the last video that I did talking about my touring rig or what I want to add to my touring rig. So I figured, I should address the topic openly and let you guys know why I switched from my Mesa amp to the Aguilar, or why am I using Aguilar now. So before I start, let me tell you that all that you're gonna hear are my own thoughts and opinions, and it has nothing to do with my affiliation to any company. As some of you might know, I did or have done a couple of videos for Mesa because I was using their products, more specifically the D800 Plus amp, the WD800. I also have a Mesa Subway 115 cabinet, which I have shown in the channel a couple of times, and also a Mesa Subway DI. I have nothing but positive things to say. I think they are great pieces of gear, they sound good, they function well, and I really enjoyed and do enjoy using those. And also, if you bought one of those amps or a cabinet or one of the preamps because you watched one of my videos, then I'm really happy for you if you're enjoying that amp, because like I said, I think they are really good pieces of equipment. They do the job, they sound good, are easy to use, and are built extremely well. So, like I said, I have no comment on the quality of the products. Now, you might wonder why I decided to change amps if I think the products are really good. Well, it's mainly for two reasons. And this started when I was recording the EP of my band Ash Makers, because I noticed that at the end, I would always gravitate to more vintagey style tones. More specifically, what ended up on the record are just purely Ampeg SVT tones. So to me, a P bass through an SVT is like the best bass sound ever. However, I'm not going to carry a 300 watt SVT plus an 8x10 cabinet wherever I go. That is just not possible. So I need something light that still gets me a similar warm and good bass tone. And like I said, that started the idea, or that planted the idea that maybe I should be looking somewhere else for the sound that I was having in my head. And then what kind of caused me to look elsewhere was because, as some of you know, I play Dingwall basses. I am an artist as of last year of Dingwall, and if you've been following, the bass community and what the products have been released and so on, you probably know, and if you don't know, I'm telling you right now, Dingwall had released a bass called the D-Bird, which was the fan-fred version and with some really clever tricks and improvements based on the Gibson Thunderbird. And well, Gibson is known for suing a lot of companies because of they copying their models. And not that long ago, Mesa Boogie was acquired by Gibson. And I don't know exactly what happened, but out of the wave of companies that Gibson was suing, I know that Dingwall had to adapt their design from the D-Bird to change it to, I don't know if it was to avoid getting sued or if Gibson reached out to them and told them, if you don't change, we're going to sue you. I don't know what happened there, but I personally cannot use the product of one company that is getting sued by the other company, That is kind of like conflicting values, and that does not really go well with me. You might think, well, if you like the products, who cares? Play whatever you want, but me being on stage and having the channel and presenting things here and there is in some way, or depending on how you look at it, I am an ambassador of the products that I'm using. And I do not feel comfortable promoting one product that is, or putting my name behind a product of a company that is suing other companies that I also use. You know, I think the guys at Mesa, the guys and girls at Mesa still make amazing products. I really would like to try, for example, the TT800, and I'm sure they're gonna release another great amp because H-Horse on talk bass is a genius. I think, you know, he's done a lot of great things for the bass community, even just the talk bass things alone. The knowledge that he brings there is amazing. And then him putting that into products, the D800, D800 Plus, WD, TT, and the cabinets, I think they are really great stuff. And I think the Mesa products are still great. But like I said, that kind of, you know, Gibson owning Mesa does not really go with me. So that made me think, you know, if I'm already thinking about going to a more vintagey, warmer sound, and then this happens, then I should probably contact other companies and see what I can do and what I can get. And actually, there were only 2 brands that I was considering, even though there are many other amp companies that are really good. But one was Darkglass, because I like how they innovate and push boundaries related to bass products. And the other one was Aguilar, because I know the products sound good, they work on the road, and many players that I respect and also close friends of mine use them. So I knew if I was to get any of those 2, or if I was to get an amp of any of those companies, I would have been fine. And I ended up going for Aguilar at the end because it has more of that vintagey, warmer tone. I can always add a Darkglass pedal in front and be fine with it. What's also cool is that those 2 brands are now under Korg, and I have seen what Korg has done with Spectre, for example, which is also owned by them. And Korg seems to have a very good vision of how to push the bass products, Spectre, Aguilar, and now Darkglass as well. So even though there are features that I miss on the amp, for example, the variable high-pass filter, having a USB charger on the back of the amp, being rack mountable, and so on, I really like how the tone hammer sounds. Like, it's warm, it's punchy, the EQ is easy to use, and is really, really light. So at some point I might get also an AG700 and maybe a DB751 if I have enough money at some point. So those are my reasons for changing amps. Like I said, I think Mesa products are really, really good. And if you get an amp, buy them. Congratulations, I think you've got yourself a killer piece of gear. But now I am really happy with how my rig is sounding. It's fat, thick, punchy, and I've taken it on the road and it works, and I'm happy to see what comes next. So I hope this clears up some questions and doubts, and let me know what you think in the comments, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the content that's coming to the channel. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.